Hey guys, back with the Hot Wheels Vapester here. Today I wanted to give you some of my initial thoughts on the Predator 228 and the OBS V tank. Now, this is not my full review. This is just my first initial thoughts because I've only had both of them for like 2 days now. So, this is not my full review. You know, initially I like the Predator 228 and the OBS V tank. I will say that the OBS V tank does not get near as hot as the TF V8 right here. Oof. Open up the airflow, genius. There we go. I was actually playing around with the OBS V on my Alien last night, and I actually got it up to a full 220 watts, and I was actually pretty comfortable, you know, for a while. I wasn't like, I'm going to vape at 220 watts and that's my setting. No, but for like 1 or 2 pulls, it was actually kind of comfortable. Now, to preface this, I am going to do a little bit of comparison thinking here between both mods and both tanks. And I'm going to tell you guys that I do have the T10 coil in my Cloud Beast. The flavor on it right now is not too great, but I'm still breaking in the coil because I just changed it out. So, but initially I have to say, when it comes to the Predator, I am a huge fan of the latched battery door. As you can see right there, it makes it so much easier than trying to push down and pull back, and when you're installing your batteries after you've charged them. One of the other things that I'm a fan of with the Predator is you don't have to tell the device whether it's a new or old coil. I've actually noticed something kind of annoying on the Alien. When you charge your batteries externally, every time you put them back in and power it up, you have to tell the Alien whether or not you have a new or old coil on top of it. And, when you're using the same coil day after day and you don't change it, it gets kind of annoying that you have to go through that step every time you put your batteries in, because I charge my batteries nightly. Because after a full day I do pretty much kill them. And things like that. So it is kind of annoying that you have to do that step. I will say that one of the things that does annoy me, however, about the Predator is I am left-handed and the fire button is right here. So when I have it in my left hand, if I want to see the screen while I'm firing it, I have to fire it with the back of my hand, which is, for me, kind of difficult. It's not too much of a problem, but for me that is kind of a con. But it is not a deal-breaking con. One of the other features that I've noticed on this is it tells you when your battery is getting weak, unlike the Alien. Sorry, I'm switching back and forth here, but I am trying to break in this coil because right now all I'm tasting is cotton off of it, and that's not cool. Now, as far as the tanks go, and I'm sorry, I'm a bit ADD, so I will bounce all over the place, guys. I do apologize for that. But as far as the tanks go, I will say that flavor is slightly better on the OBS V tank. Now, I am not sure which coil I have in here at this point. It's whatever coil comes pre-installed. But I will have that information when I do the full review. And I will say, at least in my opinion, the vapor production is slightly better. You know, I have no problem getting a full day's use out of the batteries when they're in the mod. I will say, with that being said, though, I do think I get a little bit more out of the dark purple iFest EMRs that are 3,000 milliamp hours at 3.7 volts and 35 amps than I do out of the LG HG2s, which are known as the LG chocolates, that are 3,000 milliamp hour batteries at 3.7 volts and 20 amps. It's not much of a difference, but it is there. Okay, I'm starting to get a slight juice flavor now off of this T10 coil. I will say that another good thing I have noticed about the Predator 228 is the profile is... Hold on. There we go. I got a good grip on it now that I can... The profile is slightly smaller, so it does fit a little bit better in the hand. Not that the Alien fits bad in the hand, but this is a little bit better. Now, is it an Alien killer? I don't quite think so. I'm not positive yet, because like I said, I've only had it for about 2 days, but I don't think it's an Alien killer. I do think it's a good opponent to the Alien, but I don't think it's an Alien killer, as, you know, the menu functionality with the Wismic board is slightly more complicated than the Alien. I mean, I would like to see I would like to actually see a full second scale on this board, rather than it having to share that with the voltage meter. Because you see, like, hold on, right here on the Alien, if I can get that to focus, you have a dedicated seconds bar. But, you know, like I said, I do not think that it is an alien killer. I do think, however, that it is a good opponent. Another good thing that I have noticed about the Predator, and I will get more into that on my review, is it does seem like it's a lot more scratch resistant than the alien. I mean, when I first got the alien, I scratched it the first hour I had it. Because I am married and I do wear a wedding ring, and my wedding ring, the way I hold the mod, it hits the bottom of the mod, and I scratched it the first hour I had it. But, I mean, you know, that's why my wife bought me this beautiful wrap for the alien, and that's something else that I'm going to go to in another review that I'm going to do here, because I'm actually going to do a review on the wrap itself. There is a lot of break-in for this coil. Wow. Because I still don't have it completely broken in, but, now I will say, when comparing the two tanks, I don't have a lot of problem hitting on the Cloud Beast here. But the OBS V is slightly easier to pull. I can pull for a little bit longer on the V tank than I can the alien. And I mean, if I'm at a lower wattage, like say I'm using my Baby Beast, I can do a full 2-second pull, but on the Cloud Beast, I generally average between 1.45 seconds and 1.50 seconds. And this, if I can get it to it fast enough, is about 1.60 seconds. But I mean, you know, they're both great mods. They're both great competition for one another. I love both mods. Full review of the OBS V tank coming. Full review of the Predator 228. I want to wait till I have had a chance to use all the coils for the OBS V that it comes with before I do the review. I probably will do the full review of the Predator here in about a week or so after I've had more time to use it and get some more time with it, you know. But this, like I said, was my first initial thoughts. After having it for 2 days. But that's all I have for right now. Remember, smoking is dead because vaping killed it. Now, let there be clouds. And I'll give you clouds off of both tanks.